I don't even know where to start, man. Another episode, Let's Talk Battle Rap. So I'm gonna open it like this. I was supposed to have Loso on the show, you know, Loso from the Four Horsemen, but he rolled up with a whole crew, and I'm excited because now I got Newborn in the house, and I got Jaz the Rapper in the house.
And
I brought legends.
This is unexpected, so now I have a whole party here. This is fire. I gotta be honest. I'm gonna say it on the show, on air. I've never thought I'd get an interview with Jaz, so I'm pretty excited.
Hey, man.
Why is that, though?
Please don't make Jazz head any bigger than it already is.
Because she's Hollywood?
He can't. So talk that shit.
I've seen her perform plenty of times. I gave her my business card at one of the RBE events, and I was just like, she looks like she'll do an interview for somebody when she knows you. Like when she builds a rapport with you type
That's a
person.
fact.
Yeah, I can tell.
That's just how it goes. Like, Loso found out about this from Cortez. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes...
He gave you the recommendation.
Sometimes it takes that. Like, because a lot of people will hit battle rappers up to do stuff. But once you have somebody that you fuck with, say, hey, they're good people, you in there. That's even in real life. Like, a job or something, or a friend.
What's the over-under on how many messages y'all get for interviews, radio shows, calls, texts?
I'm pretty sure she probably get the most. But they be in the inbox.
I don't know about that right now.
Oh, okay. Maybe Loso. But they be in the inbox trying to see what's up and all that. But some people's production just don't be like crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? So you don't, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just how the game goes.
I give props to some of the rappers that came on my platform before I had anything. Like, I was on YouTube, I wasn't on iTunes yet. They just saw the vision, said, "Oh, you sound like you're knowledgeable, sound like you know your shit. I'll jump on the show."
I always personally try to show love, especially when I see somebody coming up. I done been on like joints that they don't have no followers, or you know what I'm saying, people that even know what they doing. So, you know, I try to just show love and all that, because it's, you never know what they could do for you later on. You know what I mean?
Yo, y'all got to check out his recaps of events, too, and be dope. Actually, like, he actually knows what he's talking about. And you don't do it by yourself, though.
Shout out to my host, Program V. He has some family situations. He's not here, but he would definitely be here if he could. But what we do with our recaps, we call it plus and minuses. We don't just be like, 2-1, 2-1. So we call it plus and minus. So, like, we talk about what was, like, something we took away that was positive from the performance and something that needs improvement. So we go through every match. Like, for example, I'll be like, you and Joe. I said, yo, a plus was that Newborn didn't get rattled at the fact the crowd wasn't fuck with him the first round. And that's a plus.
That's
because
a big plus, because Born be wild.
No, I'm not gonna lie. But then the minus was that we felt like you needed validation, because the first round you're like, yo, I'm not fucking with that, and we're like, the bars are landing, but he wants everybody to know he's back. He wanted to impose his presence.
Facts. Yeah. That's how, I ain't gonna lie. That's how I was feeling. That's the kind of reason why I was just a little salty in the beginning, because, you know, it was my first battle back. Like, I ain't been on URL in like 6 years, so I was trying to come out there and
longer.
Nah, it was about 6. I think my last battle...
Super Rider.
No, my last battle on URL was La Dezay.
Yeah, in Philly, right?
That was in 2011. That was in 2011,
Pittsburgh.
It was the same year I battled Bricks. Okay. So that was like 2011,
close to 12?
No, it was past. It was like 14.
That. But it didn't get a lot of promotion because it was on a card in PA, and I remember that card.
But remember, it wasn't the card. It was the production,
the audio, right? It was bad.
Audio.
Yeah, they took a long time to drop the battles.
Terrible.
That's gotta suck. Y'all work hard for months, and then it just comes out like trash.
Yo, listen. Originally, me and La Dezay was supposed to battle in the room that Adi Boom battle Steam.
That would have been crazy.
So I would have had, if that battle would have went down the way it was supposed to, I would have had 2 classics that year, because I had battled Bricks that same year.
Surprised you and La Dezay never battled in Grind Time.
You and Bricks was crazy.
We did battle in Grind Time.
Right? Yeah, you did, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm like. I could have sworn you guys battled in Grind Time.
Years ago. Yeah, so that was like our second battle.
That was your rematch.
Yeah.
But now I have to ask, aside from battle rap, why the fuck are all 3 of you guys together? What were you guys doing this evening? I would love to know.
I bring them all together.
Loso hit me up like, yo. I'm like, yo. He's like, yo, you trying to go out to eat? I said, yo, we out. For me, and that's how it goes.
That's how it goes for you. Anything with food for you, right?
He pretty. Oh, he know you. He know you.
Like people think us as battle rappers hate each other.
Nah, they're the best of friends.
People think that though. Like on YouTube, like, you know what I'm saying, you would never guess who's hanging out with each other. You would guess Born and Loso, because they, you know what I'm saying, like, you've seen them around each other.
I don't know why you would think I would hang out with the Christian, though.
Not
just
because
the A-word don't.
Not hang out, but when he said Born was pulling up, I wasn't surprised.
No, okay.
Like, I don't know why. I just wasn't surprised. It just felt
How about
like
when you saw me and T-Top?
that was kind of like, huh?
T-Top almost came.
Yeah, T-Top. We was with T-Top too. Like,
hilarious.
we all cool. Not all of us are cool, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no type of beef. We don't hate each
After
other.
events,
we can hang out
after
together.
events,
you have the best of time.
We be all chilling. All the whole damn battle rap squad be together at BBQs or some shit.
See? I told you.
So that's regular.
Yeah, so that's how we linked up. And Born didn't make the BBQs when we went, but
because I had stuff going on. But he had hit me up way earlier today and was like, "Yo, no." Matter of fact,
Yesterday.
he hit me up when I was in St. Louis and was like, "Yo, I was like, yo, I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? When you leaving Tuesday, all right, we gonna get up." So Ben was planning it. It's just that shit was happening. That's why I ain't make it to BBQs or whatnot.
It was lit in BBQs. You missed it.
I've been trying to get Loso on the show for about maybe 2 months. And congratulations off the clone battle.
Facts.
How you feeling about your year so far?
Victorious. I think I don't know. I think like when I look at my resume, the only thing that's kind of
difficulty of schedule.
That's it, right? Like I think people would kind of look at it and be like, like Loso's doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think like the credible wins, maybe Show Off's return. You know what I'm saying? Daylight.
DNA.
But I'm talking about this year though.
Oh, this year.
But this year, you know what I'm saying? Like the credit, that would be the only thing. But other than that, I feel like the time that I'm taking all these battles and how I'm taking them and even like the performance that I'm putting on, if you look at it like that way, I think you got to put my name in a discussion. You know what I'm saying?
I think the bigger challenge is you getting over yourself and people not realizing what you're capable of doing. So like you have to perform and you have to show people, yo, I can be on every level. And so I would love to know a little bit about the fucking PG I know. So that shit is legendary when you think about it. That's crazy.
I was gonna say that, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the strength of schedule ain't crazy, but the stages that
that's what
kind of
it is.
fire.
Like
you have to count that too. You know what I mean? Them stages count.
You skipped the line of a lot of people, so I know you had a lot of backlash from it. I'm sure there was a little wink deal.
Yeah. yeah. Well, originally on Gnome, it was supposed to be Franchise and Mac Mel.
That's
along with
match.
Me and Scotty to open up, but and you know Mac Mel kind of put it out. He was upset with me, but I had a conversation with just some of the staff, and me battling Scotty already, I wasn't too excited about it. You know what I'm saying? Just because Scotty isn't really like, even right now they'd be like, Loso, you beat Scotty type of thing. But Scotty in Houston was a big deal, at least, you know, to some people. So I just felt like Loso doing a PG at Nome, it would have lost weight if you would have had another PG there. You know what I'm saying? It would have been like, all right, so Loso's getting grouped with Mac Mel, Franchise, and Scotty. Not no diss to them because I think all of them are fire. Just where I was trying to kind of debut that. I wanted my circumstance just to be a little different. So ended up me and Scotty opening it up. And so, yeah, that was my first time in front of that large crowd as far as battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
How you got pulled like that?
But
you heard what he just said?
Nah, but that's a wink. But you know what it was, though?
He said, I don't want no other PGs there because, you know, what I'm trying to do, you know, that's crazy.
But this how, and
that's
it was,
bias.
But it was but it was a negotiation on both halves, you know what I'm saying? Because they wanted me, obviously I had to give up some things and I ain't going to like put them up. I had to give up, you know, some freedom, you know what I'm saying, in the battle rap culture where if I took this battle, it would mean that, you know, hey, these other things have to be eliminated. But the situation that I was in, I just needed it to be painted in a certain, like, because you got to think about it. I was offered Holmesy at Survivor Series. I almost took, it was supposed to be me and New, you know what I'm saying? I wanted me and Newborn to be at Survivor Series. I would have took that one, but they said no. But me and Craig Lamar was supposed to be locked in. So I think all of those situations not going down, and then, you know, me getting the Gnome opportunity. And also, they was put in a position where it was like, yo, they're hearing so much about Loso right now. It was like, yo, let's make a move. You know what I'm saying? And so I was down with it.
I like that matchup. I like that because out there in Houston, Scotty is, you know, he's the guy out there.
I'm not going to lie. I like the matchup between you and him in a smaller environment more than him and Scotty. And I think you would have definitely caused some trouble for him, honestly. Not just saying that because you're here. But
him and Newborn would have been a better battle, but
him
and Scotty on Gnome is a bigger look.
It's a bigger look.
Yeah.
It's a bigger look. But me and Loso, though, I will say that if they would have announced that for Survivor Series, niggas would have been going crazy.
It was lit, but I'm glad
they was
didn't
already
do
salty.
It.
They was already salty that when he posted.
I'm glad it didn't happen because that event was not that good.
It wasn't like the first one.
It wasn't.
But you know why? Because it was nobody there.
And I heard it was really hot in there.
Yeah.
It was the stage was cooking.
What's up with all these venues? There's no AC in none of these venues.
Nah, they said something happened.
Crazy.
They said something happened with that venue. It
Something
wasn't
happens
no AC.
at every venue.
I'm glad I ain't go.
No AC.
I'd have been
No, but I'm
pissed.
gonna keep it real. Was nobody there? Like I heard the last Survivor Series. Like the more people in the building, the better chance you have of like the crowd enjoying the battles. It was really nobody there. Like the first one.
But they said nobody. But they said the heat was the problem, though. I could see that. If it's not no AC, I ain't gonna want to be in there. I'm gonna be outside.
But it wasn't that wild though.
I heard. I didn't go.
There.
Did y'all go?
I did. I was there.
Oh,
What
you
mean,
went?
did y'all go? I
Yeah.
battled.
Did y'all go?
He battled Joe.
She's silly though.
No, I'm saying the AC was off, but the AC wasn't like.
I'm telling you, it
wasn't crazy. It wasn't like Born Legacy.
I'm gonna tell you
North
why
Carolina.
it wasn't crazy though, because it was nobody there.
Oh, I'm thinking about Born Legacy.
Yeah,
My fault.
yeah,
I'm thinking about Born Legacy with the heat. My
Yo,
fault.
This Survivor Series.
But every event's been like that with a heat wave. Initiation,
Nah.
Born Legacy,
No,
Survivor
no,
Series.
no,
Gnome was
no,
Gnome
no.
was cool.
Except Gnome. Except Gnome.
You ever been on their shit?
No, have you been to all events? They've been talking about. That's all they've been talking about is how hot the events is. The one in Houston that just happened, they said it was cooking in there.
Nah,
Houston was
I heard
fine.
otherwise.
No,
I heard that was
it was
the- I
fine.
heard that was the only one that was
No,
good.
no, not Houston, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah,
North Carolina,
no, I heard
yes.
about
Cali
Born
and
Legacy.
Geechi.
And Cali, they
Oh,
said
yeah,
it was.
Cali
it
was
was
terrible.
They said it was.
Cali was
super
terrible.
Oh
hot.
man, damn.
They said it was cooler outside.
Damn.
than inside.
But to their credit, I heard they had to switch the venue last minute.
Oh yeah, they did switch the venue for
So that might have
for
been the reason
initiation,
why that
whatever it's
happened.
called. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that.
How much mentally does the conditions affect you guys when you're trying to get your material
It's
off?
already hot when you're rapping. I could be in this room right now. This is very well ventilated. Soon as I start rapping and I get my ventilation and the crowd reacting, you're gonna get hot. But the lights on you, you're gonna get hot. So imagine if there's no AC in the summer. It's bad.
Facts.
It's bad. Like you be seeing niggas sweating in the AC. Imagine in the heat. Like that's bad.
No, but and then add on
I've never
top of
had to
that
go
that
through
you
that.
got the venue is packed with people.
Yeah.
That's I'm telling you, it's
You know when
ridiculous.
black people get together,
Stage got mad niggas on stage.
It's mainly
Yo.
the lights though, because when you on stage, there's a lot of lights on you. It might not look like it from the crowd, but as a person on the stage, it's a lot of lights. And then you're rapping, you're performing. It
Exerting
works
all
up
that energy.
it works you up. You're gonna be hot. You're gonna be hot. That's why you see people take their shirts off and stuff like that. When I heard about Born Legacy with no AC, I said, "Damn, I feel for the battle rappers because I already know how it's gonna go."
Have you ever battled in any tough
No,
conditions?
I've every event I battled at, I was good. I wasn't hot.
Lucky you.
I was lucky because I can't do that. Nope.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. At Survivor, I never sweat when I'm on stage. I was sweating
Right.
at Survivor Series.
You know how you got the people that sweat and people that, it's
But
people
there was
that
also
don't
there was
sweat.
also
battle.
jitters for your excitement to be there back too. So there's also like the nerves.
It's a
I-
mix.
Don't
It's a
front.
Not
mix.
nervous,
Front.
but,
You
like,
don't gotta
anxious.
front.
What are you talking about?
You trying to tell me you wasn't nervous on your return?
I always gotta take a shit before I battle.
Okay,
That's that's every battle.
Yeah, I feel like if you're not
But
nervous
I'm just
before a
saying.
battle, something's wrong.
I'm
But that's
nervous
not- but
before
that's
What's wrong
every
with you,
battle.
right? If you're not nervous before
yeah,
you
but
battle.
I agree. I think if you're not nervous before your battle yet, something's
Yeah,
wrong.
I would be lying if I said, but that's not why I was sweating.
I ain't gonna
was
lie
sweating
though.
'cause that
Before my
stage was
E-Heart battle,
hot.
I wasn't nervous. I was anxious.
Yeah,
I
that's the
wasn't
feeling.
nervous. I was
Anxious.
anxious. It could be either or. But that was the first
Yeah.
battle. I wasn't nervous. I was just anxious because there was nothing for me to be nervous about because I was very confident in what I was about to do.
That's how I felt about Joe though. I felt that way. I was so prepared. Like I was just
like you was ready.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was more
I just
anxious.
wanted to get
like,
up there.
Yeah, I just want to rap. Like, let's go.
But I'll be nervous as shit.
I got a question to ask all three of y'all right now. Like when you're there too, like getting the rounds at you guys. What hurts more, when like the crowd loves the bar, or when the bar like hits you? Like
The crowd.
That's kind of
crowd.
real.
The crowd.
Really?
Yep.
I've heard some rappers say they feel it more than like whatever the crowd has to say. Like if the bar's directly to them and it's like personal, like that kind of hurt. Like I felt that.
You know what hurts me? When niggas say whack shit and the crowd goes crazy. I fucking hate that. Like you could, if you saying hot shit and the crowd's going crazy, you know it is what it is. But when you saying like trash shit and the crowd is like losing their mind, that hurts me. That
I've never experienced that.
I hate that shit.
I've never
And
experienced
then I rap and then
somebody
they just
being
look at
trash.
me like I'm crazy.
Well, I have, but
That is just the whole combination. Like they going crazy off of whack shit they saying, and then when I rap, they just like this. That whole
I
combination
could
just
see
drives me
myself.
nuts.
I could see myself being like that, but I've never experienced that. If they was not good, the crowd wasn't reacting. So I've never experienced me saying that was trash. I like that. I've never experienced that, but I feel like what would affect me is the crowd, because nobody says anything to me that makes me feel hurt. Like,
yeah, I feel the same way.
Nobody says anything to
I
me
don't
that-
care about that shit.
I might say that's fire. That's fire, but
Right.
it ain't never been like, oh, nah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Nah,
Like
it just be a
personals,
fire
all that
bar.
shit.
Yeah,
I don't care about
it
that
just be a
shit,
fire
man.
bar.
And I asked that because I think about like a lot of rounds, like from all you guys, or there's been situations where like the crowd's already turned against you and don't even want you to win the round. Like your second round against official, they didn't even want to like the air was sucked out to the point where it's like I gotta fight back to get the.
Yeah, I was talking
your
about
second
that
round
earlier.
against show off. You was clearly up on the boards,
Yeah.
and then they just wanted to heckle you for no reason. They didn't want to give it to you.
Crazy.
Your third round against Calico, we could go all the way back to your URL
he's
battle.
an
That was a
encyclopedia,
fire
bro.
round.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He
He
brought
might
the
know more than me.
Calico.
It
to
might
it.
be more- he
I
might
would
know
say
more than
more
me.
the second round. The second round, boy, it was to the point where I stopped rapping. I was like, all right, I'm
They
gonna
don't
just,
like that.
yeah, that's my favorite shit to say. If they don't like that, then I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I can do for you. There's nothing I could do, baby.
What's that feeling when it's just like, come on, you're not trying to let me. Like Saga, when he just recently battled Mr. Kennedy, before he rapped the second round, they're like, 1-0, 2-0. He's like, I didn't even rap.
Yo.
He literally said, he's like, I didn't even rap yet. Like,
I said that. I remember when I battled Danger Zone,
Yeah.
and he was like going off because he went
Yeah,
first.
that battle was crazy.
And he was going off in the
And
first.
they was saying
and it's the
1-0.
girl. They was like, oh, he in the casket. I was like, miss, I ain't even rap. I ain't even rap yet, miss.
I remember
And you
that.
fought back.
Nah, yeah, that battle was
Yeah,
crazy.
battle
I
was
remember
crazy.
that. I remember that.
That should be hilarious.
that shit must be the blow. Where it's
Nah,
like,
it is. I was talking about that like with the official battle. It was the second round, and that was a bar I had. And as I was rapping, I was thinking. That's how well I knew my rounds. I'm rapping it, but I'm thinking. And I'm like, yo, if they don't fuck with this bar coming up, I know what time it is.
Yo, yes.
And I spit it, and they ain't react. I said, oh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I got nothing but love for you,
Yo, I hate that
but
shit.
when you battled the official, like the energy in the room was like when Tyson got knocked out by Buster Douglas, like everybody was like silent, like
No,
oh my
they
God,
wasn't
like-
silent.
no, like
was
they
going
were
crazy.
like no, they were kind of like Jazz is really losing. They didn't expect you to lose. Yeah,
Nah, they was going crazy, my nigga. They wasn't in silence.
I'm
but here's
talking
the-
about like the consensus of like conversing with people, like how'd you feel about it? And they're like, I can't believe that just
After the
happened.
Yeah,
Yeah, after the
Oh,
battle.
okay, okay.
No,
You
no,
You
no,
don't think,
I'm not saying
you don't
during the
think
battle.
during the battle it felt like you was playing catch up?
I think during my rounds, yeah, they wasn't reacting.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie though. They did kind of kill.
I'm like,
They killed the
yo.
official in the third though.
Yo, that was weird to
That
me.
was so weird.
That's why that URL crowd is weird, dog. Like,
Yo, they was fucking with her. They was fucking with her for 2 straight rounds, going crazy. Then the
Right.
third, they wanted to boo her. I didn't understand what that was. What was that about?
nah, for real though, it's just, yeah, that was my first time experiencing that, and it was like, oh, they not fucking with me, dog. And I was like, yeah, I just want to get through my rounds. Like, I just want to get through it. And then when they booed her,
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I was happy they booed her, but I was kind of like, yo, y'all booing her for no reason, really. Like, it wasn't boo worthy. Like, it was,
Yeah, her bar- her round
it
was
wasn't
actually
reaction
good.
worthy. What? No, it was something she said, and it was like, that's not reaction worthy, but y'all ain't have to boo her, dog. Like, that wasn't worthy. But I was happy because I needed that.
I can't believe it's taken battle rap 8 years to finally find out how to counteract the boos. When Charlie Clips was, they're like booing Charlie Clips, and he goes, "Yo, if you boo me, you gay."
Yo,
And then
that
everybody
was
goes,
hilarious.
everybody goes,
When
yeah.
And he won.
When
That was
was
against
that?
That was
Briz.
at Nome.
At Nome.
That was genius.
They were about
Recently,
to,
that just happened.
Yes.
bro, they were about to boo him, bro.
That was
they booed
hilarious.
him.
Yeah, they booed
And then
him.
he was like, he freestyled, and he said, the next nigga that boo me, you gay. It was
They ain't booing.
silent, boy.
and then they go, yeah.
It was silent.
Bro,
That's
son.
funny.
That was genius.
hilarious.
Genius.
But you know what? They was booing, bro. They were booing people who should not have gotten booed. They booed Tay Rock in his second round, and Tay Rock's second round.
You know who should have got booed in their second round? You know what? I'm not even gonna say nothing. Let me just stop right now.
Yo, like people legit.
What's up, everybody? How we doing out here? How about them Knicks, B?
Wait, who should have got booed in the second round?
Nobody. Don't worry about it, brother. Don't worry
Talking
about it,
you.
man.
He don't want to say it.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not talking about him. He got crazy on 3 rounds.
Scotty got booed and he was in the crib. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I didn't see it.
He got booed.
It was like real quick, but they were chanting 3-0
It
though.
was 3-0
For
him.
you?
No, they was saying that for him.
Yeah,
For
for
you?
me, yeah.
You hype?
But the crazy
You
I was
hype?
feeling myself.
the crazy part was they was fucking with him too though. Like he
Yeah.
got lots of reactions.
I like the Houston crowd a lot. I'm actually happy that Nome 8 happened in Houston and New York.
That crowd was amazing.
Sue me.
Yeah.
But I feel like that event was more appreciated in Houston than it would have been
I
in
agree.
New York.
I agree.
I just know the New York
Because they
crowds.
booed like bars they didn't like. So like if you said a whack bar and you got back into a better one, they got right. They give you the love
in
right
New
back.
York, once you lose them,
You lose them for like a whole
over.
for the next round too.
Y'all ain't got to tell me, nigga. I know. I know already, B. New York, they hate me in New York for some strange
but we
reason.
talking about the big stages though.
Oh damn!
You know what it is with the big stages? You gotta get 1,200 motherfuckers to be on the same page. It's easy to get 300, 400 motherfuckers on the same page. And also, when you got 1,300 people, they're going to boo because you can't pinpoint who it is. They're going to do that. I liked the Houston crowd because, like you said, they boo a line, but then the next line or the next rest of the round, they still fucking with you.
At least they give you a chance to
right.
get them
In
back.
New York,
You know what I mean?
once you lose them,
it's hard. It's hard to get them back.
you got to wait till the next round. Like, after that... All right, y'all got this round.
And you
Next
can
round,
be saying fire shit, and they'll sit there and just be. They either boo you or they just don't say nothing.
And then,
to
but
your
you know
shit.
what? I love the Houston crowd, but you know what got me mad when Tay-Rock spit a bar and they booed him, right?
Yeah.
But then he brought the bar back.
And they cheered.
Wait,
that was weird.
And I was like, wait,
it was the same line.
Y'all booed before y'all heard it.
That was weird.
They booed before they heard it, and then he brought it back, and they was like, yeah. And I was like, I knew the line was hard over it, but they booed the first time.
I feel like that has something to do with Goods though.
Probably.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. I like Goods, man.
Nah, he went crazy versus Ron.
Goods got y'all. Listen, Nick, one thing I learned, man. Don't vote against Goods. I don't know why niggas do
I
this.
learned that
Goods
years ago.
Now think
I ain't
of
gonna
it.
lie. I thought Rock was
crazy.
clearly beat him.
Niggas keep going against Goods. Stop doing it. He don't really clearly lose to these niggas, son.
He don't clearly lose or clearly win though.
I mean, I guess I can agree with that, but
Wasn't it-
niggas that's supposed to be so much better than
that's a
him,
fact.
they can't never
I
clearly
thought
beat
Rock
him.
was gonna beat him clear, and
Wasn't it once upon a time you and Goods was like jawing back and forth?
yeah,
we
me and
just
Goods-
talked about
But like
that.
y'all never were really gonna entertain the battle. I was just
Yes.
jawing.
Me, I was offered.
That's a tough match for you, by the way.
before. Yeah, we was just talking about that.
Goods alone.
Nah, like me and Goods like hated each other at one point. Like we just hated each other.
He thought you were overrated, and what you thought the
Yeah,
same for him, right?
I didn't think he was overrated. I just didn't like him. Like
Because the way he used to talk, though.
no, not as a person. I mean, I ain't like how his rap style. Like it just wasn't something I liked. I personally never called anybody overrated because I've been called overrated, and I still do. And I have a different perspective. I feel like if you're overrated, there's a reason that people rate you so high. That means you're good. That means you're good, period. Like, the only way you can be overrated is if enough people think you're good. And if enough people think you're good, you're good.
The nicest thing
I
somebody
don't
told
care.
me was I was overrated. I was like, yo,
Somebody told you was overrated?
that was beautiful. That was a beautiful.
Wait, they
Un
said
or
you-
over?
No, they said I was. Niggas said, niggas like one. That nigga overrated when it comes to.
See,
I
and that's
was
what I'm
like,
saying.
yo, that's
It's the
amazing.
perspective
Considering
on
the
it.
fact that niggas thought I was whack.
So y'all like not having pressure. That's what it is. I'd rather somebody not expect something out of you, and then when you
my
come.
whole career
I
been
like
my whole career
both.
been pressure. My whole career. Has
But I'm
been
saying, would
pressure.
you prefer not to have pressure?
My whole career has been pressure, and look where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
But she always been on top.
I've always been under pressure. I've always been an underdog.
No,
Nah,
Nah,
I disagree.
nah.
I disagree.
No, you was not the underdog
Nah.
against
I'm gonna keep
E-Hart.
it real. You
I
wasn't.
disagree.
That
were
was
not the-
literally last year.
And
I've
you
been in
wasn't
this
the
shit for 8
underdog
years.
versus official either.
You wasn't. You
And
weren't.
you
You
wasn't
weren't.
the underdog
But
against
every
weren't.
battle before that,
We just named two.
I've always been the underdog before that. Every
No,
single battle.
she's not lying, but just your last two, you wasn't.
You
I
wasn't the underdog
I
against.
wasn't the underdog with official.
But
Or
you
40.
was the underdog versus Shayna.
I was the underdog with
She
You
was
wasn't
the
a dog
underdog.
against
Yeah.
40. You wasn't a dog against
She was
40.
the underdog versus 40. Shayna,
Every-
she was the
every-
underdog.
Who was it
She
when
the
you said the
underdog
steel
versus-
bars line?
QB.
again?
QB.
It was not the
Yes, I
underdog
was.
against.
No, she
Yes,
was.
I
She was. She was. She
I'm not
was.
gonna lie,
She was. She was.
They was saying
QB at the
she
time.
was-
QB
They
at
was
the
saying that
QB at the
gonna
time was
smoke her.
putting so much
It
work.
wasn't as much.
And she was the underdog
Yeah.
versus a hustle too.
It wasn't as much as the
No,
other.
she was.
She was,
She
but-
was.
but-
Hustle was.
It was close
It was
though.
hard
It wasn't like
pressing.
it was a far margin, but
I got basically to where I'm at because official, I didn't climb to get to official. Once I battled
Official
I was
climbed to
where,
get to her.
Right,
Exactly.
I was where I was at because I was always the underdog. And me not being the underdog is what, like you said, they was waiting for that dog to get
It was the
you.
same kind of situation like with Rock. Rock was the underdog for mad long before he finally got to the point where like niggas is like, all right,
But
I got Rock winning.
Rock had to put in
Like, you know what
way
I'm saying?
more work than me.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
like I like being the underdog, obviously, because I feel like it puts more pressure on me. Like with the E-Heart battle, I ain't feel like the underdog or the overdog.
You just felt like
I just felt like
a battle rapper.
I felt like
Can I rap?
I just want to rap. I just need to do this. But yeah, being an underdog, it all depends on the type of person you are. But I feel like as a human being, being the underdog will push you to do anything in life. Like if somebody feel like you cannot do something, that pushes you more.
I feel like it just does. It makes your job so much easier because people expect you to get killed.
Nah, it's harder.
I wish.
You think it's harder?
Listen,
do you think being an underdog is harder or easier? What do you guys think?
It's harder. It's harder. I'm gonna keep it real.
I think it's easier.
The underdog.
No, listen. I'm gonna tell you why it's harder. I've been in both, and not when I say I've been in both, not because like I'm some top tier nigga, but I've been in both situations because like when I battle out of town, I battle a lot of new niggas on the come up, and you know what I'm saying, I'm already considered, you know, I'm the nigga going to battle them, so like I don't feel no pressure when I battle these niggas. I be writing regular shit and be cooking these niggas, but when I battle niggas like JC or B Magic, where niggas clearly feel like they gonna beat me, it's way tougher. You know what I mean? The crowd ain't fucking with me. They fucking with that nigga. I have to work harder to get the crowd to rock with me. It's harder being an underdog.
Who you was the underdog against? Because I know you've been an underdog.
Bdot. I was the underdog against Bdot. I was the underdog against Daylight. I was an underdog against...
You underdog against Daylight?
Oh, yeah.
I disagree.
What?
A lot of people had you winning. A lot of people had you winning prior. Hell yeah.
Because Daylight be playing around.
Daylight be
playing around.
If Daylight, I would say that's because of Daylight.
DNA, I was underdog against DNA.
And how, do you think that affected how you prepared for the battle?
Nah, I felt like every single battle though I've been preparing. I mean, I think both gives me motivation, but like for instance, I think there's certain elements on each battle. So I feel like with Show Off, going into the battle, everybody was like, yo, this is Loso first time like in New York, you know what I'm saying, Show Off's return type of thing. But my stock was a little higher than his, so it was weird. Like I was not the underdog, but at the same time,
I gotta talk to you about that performance, right? Because when I seen it live, your first round, it felt like you finally figured it out. Like you landed your first haymaker, your first 4 bars, and you just stopped and screamed, ah! I was just like, yo, he knows what to do finally. Like I said, he's poised, he's seasoned, he's figured it out.
Yeah. That's what John said the same thing. He said that he didn't really believe
make it happen.
Or I mean, obviously he knew I was killing it, but he didn't believe I was like for real.
To that moment.
Until that first round against Show Off.
That was a really big moment, that first round, and then the way you composed yourself the third.
Yeah.
And I got to bring it back a little bit, way farther back before battle rap. Like you was an artist. I had Cortez here, like you mentioned, and he told me a story about you when he first spoke to you about like how you kind of like motivated him to like rap. Can you talk a little bit about like, what it was like looking up to Cortez or like having him as like fuel? Yeah,
for me, just it was mainly, you know, him being New York and Hispanic. So when I saw him being the only one in URL, I was, you know, he was sort of like an inspiration, encouragement. I tell him that to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like if it wasn't for Cortez, I probably wouldn't even consider battle rapping. Like he was my favorite one. So when I saw him battle Hitman, I was hoping he'd be, even though Hitman's my man now, but at the time I was like, yo, I want Cortez to beat him. I want Cortez to beat Marv 1. Like I was happy because I think when he battled Marv 1, they did that, they charged on YouTube.
The battle for $1.99.
Yeah, for like $2. You know what I'm saying? And he was the first one that they tried it with. I was happy. I thought that was you know what I'm saying? Like I was really following his career. So when I met him when I battled XL and he battled Riggs on John John's like first like big or one of the big events. Fade 1. I told him and he was communicating to me. You know, he didn't really know who I was at the time, but I know everybody right now kind of wants to like see us battle or tells us that, you know what I'm saying?
Because y'all both Spanish.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I you know, there's talks like, yo, I hate that they kind of even make this a genre, but like who's the better Latin, you know what I'm saying, battle rapper?
They put you in every genre.
I feel like they want me and Tori Doe to battle because we both short. I swear to God, that's why they want it.
It
looks good physically.
No, personally, I want to see that because
it's a good match.
You and Tori's like my favorites.
I get it, but there's a lot of people I feel like they just want to see it because we both small.
Facts.
People like to see shit that look the same. That's why they want to see Christian versus Christian. They want to see white versus white. And even though the battle don't make sense, it's because they look alike or they're alike.
Rum Nitty look like me, so I hope everybody want to see.
No, he doesn't.
He's short and dark skinned like me.
Well, you're both pure punches.
There's a lot of y'all that's short and dark skinned, so we're not doing that.
That's a fact.
We're not doing that.
I bet. My fault. My bad.
But yeah, they want to, you know what I'm saying? They want to see that whatnot. And I think obviously he's battled every other Latin battler too.
He's battled Jims. He battled Jims and J Murder.
I battle both of them too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if there's another one.
I'm pretty sure there is.
man, I can't think right now. But
Jim's is Greek.
yeah, he's Greek, but he wasn't at the time though.
How's that possible? How can
but
you be Puerto Rican than Greek?
Because when
Jazz is dying laughing.
But Jazz,
James was trying to run with the Latin shit for a quick second though. He still doesn't. He never said that he's actually Latin though. He never. We are saying that he never actually said, I'm Greek.
So why he never said that when we talked?
No, I think he's half and half though now.
So he has to be half and half.
What you mean now?
My son,
you know what I mean.
got a lot, man.
Nah, don't.
My son, hey.
John, you know what's so crazy? John keeps telling me, he's like, yo, you're going to have to battle Cortez. Like, he keeps saying that. He's saying that'll be a fire battle. But I would see you battling Cortez not because y'all both Spanish, but mainly because Cortez is like the gatekeeper of like the next level. You know what I mean? Like you battle Latin? Cortez. No, of the next level. Like if you look, most of the new niggas that come up, they battle Cortez. Like that's where you gotta be at. You gotta put it this way, if I have to, I will. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? But if I have to, I will, though.
You've gotten a lot of praise from a lot of the veterans for your career.
You said prayers?
Praise.
I thought you said prayers, too.
I was like,
how?
Dope.
When it sounded like
I
you said praise.
I said, man, that's real, bro. I didn't know they've been praying for me, bro.
I don't know what they talking about.
You've gotten a lot of praise in the sense where, like, I remember at Pearly Gates 2, you and A was on the side. I think you were talking to, like, Mook and Pat Stay, and they were, like, giving you a game.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys have hit you up. I've seen, like, they showed you love. Yeah. Mook showed you love. Yeah. Verb, Hitman. What's that like where they pull you aside and just kind of, like, try to talk to you about, like...
To me, it's still, like, it's only, like, 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying, for me to be in this. And, like, I didn't even have their phone numbers, you know what I'm saying? They got my phone numbers from somebody else and just, either from John or somebody, and they'll call me. Yeah, but what am I gonna say?
Right.
Who gave you my number, Verb? Nah,
Yep.
Verb was like, yo, I just like literally he called me. He was like, Los, like I just saw you and Sky. He said, yo, you a warrior, bro. Like I saw what you like. Like not too many people got that. Mook said the same thing. I was in Connecticut with him, and he pulled me aside. He was like, yo, what I saw, like if you could channel that, like it's over. You know what I'm saying? So for me hearing it, you know, from Rock and all these other dudes, I think it's dope, you know, and then you get to a point where you kind of see eye to eye with them, or you kind of on eye level. But I'm always gonna have respect for them, even for these two. Like I tell Born all the time, regardless of where they have me or where they have him, I just even on the train I said like, yo, I've been watching Born. You know what I'm saying? Like I legit know my history on Born's battle rap career. So I never want to get to a point where I disrespect
One of my favorite
them.
Born battles from back in the day was him and Jay Parks.
You like that battle?
I like that battle. I like
Yo, Jay Parks
a little more.
Jay Parks was fire, bro.
Jay Parks is my guy.
Yo, Jay Parks is nice. I wish he would have came back. When he came back home, when he got back home from jail, I wish he would have came back to the battle scene.
What do you think of our borough? I'm from the Bronx.
He would have been popping.
Born. I'm from the Bronx. So what do you think of our borough and battle rap? It seems like we have a lot of talent, but a lot of people just like suffer.
It's Brooklyn and New York. It's Brooklyn and Queens.
It's just
I think the Bronx have some fire.
Who do y'all have?
Harlem.
Oh, yeah, Harlem.
Wait.
Harlem's on their own, but after that,
the Bronx have some good battle rappers.
Y'all don't have
we have
five
a lot of
though.
talent.
Huh?
Y'all don't have five.
Listen, we got.
What you mean? Listen, we go P back in the day, streets.
Right now.
Okay, no. I'm talking about overall.
He from the Bronx. You disrespecting, so now he's about to give y'all that.
I'm asking. I'm
asking.
No. I'm not talking about active. I'm not talking about active.
Fox 5 was fire.
But who's repping?
All right, can I speak?
I'm talking about history.
Nah. Oh, he talking about
history. And don't be biased, bro.
Right now, at this moment,
right,
you got Chess. Who's fire?
Goods.
Even
though, Goods.
No, we have Goods.
No, Goods is Goods, dog.
Right. You gotta put him in there though.
I shouldn't have to. I'm talking about like talent coming up now.
No, ain't no.
Just give me your five, like your five starters from Bronx.
All right, so I'll give you Chess.
Okay.
We got Prez. Prez is fire. Don't do that.
Go.
Prez.
I'm from there, and I listen.
Goods.
What I'm getting to is that, like, historically, we had the talent to be as great as any other borough, Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens, but we never reached any pinnacle, any levels. And all you can think of is Goods. And we have so many names that's like, it blows my mind.
I'm going to keep it real, though. A lot of the only people that I see that did hit that pinnacle that from the Bronx was, like, Shells. Shells was
Shells
hot.
and Streets was great at the time.
Streets is good. But Shells was hot back then.
I'm sorry we reminiscing on the only time our borough had some greatness.
Listen, I remember Shells on Rolling 25 Deep, boy.
Shells,
download that on Napster.
Shells was fire back then, and he was like running through niggas in Fight Club and all that.
Corey
you know
Guns.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Corey was fire.
Yeah.
It was a dude named, man, I can never remember this nigga name, man. Damn.
Listen, we not reminiscing on all the times. We talking about URL.
Right
All
now,
right, so I mentioned
it's Brooklyn.
but
look, no disrespect, but Bronx is the last borough.
The Bronx.
I'm not.
That's
you ain't
what
got.
hurts
I
me.
don't
Mad.
You're not making me upset. I don't feel
Nah.
no way about that.
But you agree though.
But what I will say though,
don't play that trap. I see what you're trying
He's
to
a
do.
manipulator.
I'm ignoring that. But what I will say though is that we have like new talent that's fire, but when they get to the heights that they need to be, they start falling off. Like Chess was that nigga. Like Chess had the potential to be the best nigga in URL, but as you can see, he been like slacking. Hopefully, he getting back on his game. I heard he just had a battle not too long, recently, and he did his thing.
Yeah, he battled Suge.
Yeah,
It was alright.
so I
he
mean,
did good.
Yeah.
So
He ain't choke.
yeah,
That's
so
good.
like. You know what I mean? Prez was at one period of time, niggas was fucking with Prez heavy. You know what I mean? These niggas was there. They was there. Like they was on par to be there.
So it's
But,
really
you
just
know,
goods then.
Yeah, you can say that. Why not?
Y'all the mecca
Right
of
now.
hip hop.
Right now.
We got that at least. We got that. We
But
birthed
I will
hip-hop.
say this
We
though,
got
in hip hop, in the
Manhattan
actual
keep
hip-hop
on making
game,
it. Brooklyn keep on taking
in
it.
actual hip hop, we got some
Bronx
BX
keep on
niggas.
faking it.
We got some BX niggas that's cooking right now in the Bronx.
And now it's Southern battle rap.
You know what I mean? You got you got some niggas in the
The
Bronx.
Southern
that's doing
scene has
their
really
thing.
grown. Like
Nah, it is though.
5 years ago, we would have never imagined this.
You know what I want to speak
There's
about?
only two niggas from
You know what I wanna
Florida,
speak
so I don't know
about?
why he
What's up?
talking crazy.
Cause y'all know I've been
You
in
and
this.
Don Marino.
I've been
That's
in
it.
this battle rap thing for a long time.
A decade now, right? A little less than a
About
decade.
8 years.
Like 8 years.
Ooh. So I'm like heavy on social media, so I've seen a lot of. I'm a fan. Like it's weird. Like I'm a battler and a fan at the same time.
Yeah.
So I know how to speak from a battler's perspective, but I also know how to speak from a fan's perspective. And years ago, I just remember people saying, Smack needs to come to the South. Smack needs to come to the West. Because he already did Midwest. Because that's when I came in, when it was the Midwest movement. That's when I started watching URL. And people used to be like, oh, he got to go to the South. He got to go to the West. And in my head, I used to be like, I mean, are they really good? Like, you know what I mean? And this is when battle rap was still, well, not battle rap, but this is when shit was still kind of beginning, you know? So you didn't have all these leagues. You didn't have all these leagues. Like, you didn't, like, I'll be hosting events in freaking places I wouldn't think there's a league.
Ohio,
Cleveland. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so there wasn't leagues out there, and if there was, they wasn't known. So I would see people say that. And I remember, I used to be like, you know what? I feel like URL is going to go to the South next. Like, I used to say that to myself. Like, they're going to go to the South next. There's going to be people there. And that's when Spit That Heat was out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's the South. Like, it's people from all over the South that go there. Even though it was in Atlanta, most of it was in Atlanta or Georgia. People from down South would go there. And I remember I used to argue with fans. I was still Jaz the Rapper at this point, but I used to argue with them like, yo, relax. Y'all time gonna come, relax. You know what I mean? And then that's when T-Top came and Briz and Trez, when Trez first got his look. And who else? Flacco had came out and Hemi. Like, it was official. Like, it was a lot of different people. Even though if they didn't flourish as much as they could have, they were still making a name. And when I saw that happen, that's when I started seeing people say, oh, they got to come to the West. And it took a minute for them to get out in Cali, though. It took a minute. It took like 3 years.
You know, you kind of just like ignoring the fact that Cali had a battle scene already.
How? Oh, Grind Time?
Grind Time.
But we're not, I'm talking about URL, though.
Yeah.
I know, but URL, but a lot of those battlers was Daylight and all them niggas was cooking.
But Daylight wasn't on URL.
They were trying really hard.
I'm talking about the URL fans.
Yeah.
They was like, yo, they need to come to URL. Nobody was talking about Grind Time. After a while,
I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like,
Vegas,
they was
multiple
they
times.
had a
PGs
scene.
in Cali, multiple
I
times.
know
URL
that.
didn't create the scene.
Grind Time had a scene. Grind Time South. That's where John came from. I know.
I know you know. That's what I'm saying. You can't ignore the fact that they had a scene.
All right, I'm not ignoring it. I'm talking about the fans. All right, you're right, because when I say the fans, I'm talking about URL fans. They need to go to the South. They need to go to the South. Not Grind Time. Grind Time had everywhere. Yeah. They had their little regions, but Grind Time died out.
Of course, no, I did.
So after that, they wasn't talking about Grind Time. They talking about URL needs to go. Like, URL needs to go. That's when Spit That Heat started coming up because Grind Time wasn't doing nothing no more. So they came to the South, and I'm like, damn, they gotta go to the West next. But they took a minute to get over there. They took a minute. They just started going over there like 2 years ago, if that.
I don't know what it is about the West though. Besides Grind Time, which was that was the first time in like rap history that the West was like considered the elite league.
What, Grind Time?
Yeah, in Grind Time, like the West scene was like the elite.
West was crazy.
Grind Time West was the elite league,
yeah.
and then all the other leagues was under.
That was the first time was it Grind Time? That was the first time I got introduced into battle rap on the internet, like on YouTube, because I was into Smack DVDs.
Yeah.
But Conceited versus Tall T was the first YouTube battle I saw. Yeah, the jungle. Yeah. Somebody literally knew my style. They said, yo, Jazz, I think you would like Conceited. And to this day, he's my favorite. But they was like, I think you would like Conceited. And once I saw that battle is when I got introduced into internet battle rap. And that's when I got on URL. But the West did have it on lock, though.
Yeah, that was the first. That was my.
But after Grind Time died out,
because if you look at the real hip hop, not battle rap, but like hip hop in general, the West always been like, you know what I mean. They never got the respect, the love.
Yep.
Grind Time was like the only time the West was like on top as far as rap is concerned.
Yeah.
And then when Grind Time died out.
It was stuck
back
to the Midwest and the East.
Exactly. And then now the West is finally getting some recognition.
URL did take a minute, though. I ain't going to hold you.
It took them a while to go west.
It took them a minute, because when they went down South, they was on the South for like 2 years.
They was.
For like 2 years. And niggas was like, yo, come to the West. Like, people was getting mad. Daylight. That's when Daylight was coming up. You feel me? Like, it was really just Daylight, though.
No, it was Danny Myers. You had Danny Myers.
At that time?
No. Daylight was before Danny Myers.
Well, no, Daylight was before Danny Myers.
It was Daylight really wilding.
Like we agree though that right now the West has the best battlers.
No, Jersey, you're wilding. Jersey got it on Smash.
You think Jersey has
Jersey got it.
Then the West.
If I gotta pick a region, it's Jersey over New York.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because the only battle I really like from Jersey is O-Red. O-Red to me is the best.
All right, but we're not talking about who you like.
Yeah, O-Red. All right, cool. O-Red, Twork, Suge, and Surf.
Ars.
And Ars, right?
Can I segue to Jersey now that we're kind of talking about Jersey? And I would love to kind of have you respond to what New Jersey Twork said.
All right, wait. I definitely want to do it. I just want to tell her, though, that the West, you got Nitty, Disaster, Daylight, Danny Myers, Bdot,
Geechi.
They already had
Geechi.
I ain't gonna lie, that's not hot enough, though. You name like 3 niggas that
it's
not hot out of that.
Geechi and Bdot's not enough?
No, listen, I like that.
Geechi and Bdot fire.
That's a match.
I like Geechi and
but
Bdot.
I got Jersey.
That's
because
that's West.
When he wants to be Disaster.
Exactly. And I ain't gonna lie, I think Daylight's whack. I'm not even gonna lie. I think he whack.
What?
I've been saying this though.
Did you see his first round for King Los?
That shit was
I
stupid.
didn't like it.
That shit was
the first half was weak.
But he turned up.
The second half was hot. He started cooking a little bit in the second, but his first half was weak. But they love Daylight. Niggas love Daylight.
Now that's a fact. Daylight is nice when he want to be. He's weird. Though.
I can't. I'm not gonna. And let's not talk about Danny Myers, man. I'm not. Even
Danny Myers. I love Danny Myers, but Danny Myers is an acquired taste.
He really is.
He's an acquired taste.
I'm not gonna lie.
You either love him or you hate him.
Bdot and Geechi.
Bdot and Geechi's holding it down.
Bdot and Geechi. As far as like the new,
Geechi's
like
still coming up.
That's
Geechi's
what I'm saying.
Still learning.
But Geechi's fire though. I'm not gonna lie.
Geechi's on Summer Madness.
Geechi hot.
Geechi is fire, but he's still learning.
And you didn't name niggas like Cali Smooth. Cali Smooth hot, and he cooked Geechi. Actually, did you watch that?
Facts.
Exactly.
I heard he cooked them in the one.
Yo, there's certain niggas out there. There's the Young Grizz niggas.
Young Grizz is good.
But,
Jersey.
He's coming up.
Joyzy.
If we talking about this conversation though,
she with Jersey.
Joyzy.
It's only Bdot and Geechi. If we talking about
and
a conversation. No, I'm talking about as far as he's talking about new dudes. But yeah, of course, Nitty, Daylight,
Nitty
Disaster.
My favorite right now.
You could count Danny, even though he's a quiet taste. You can count him because he has too many fire.
And as far as the new guys,
as
far as the new guys, it's Jersey, it's New Jersey Twork, Geechi,
I'm not
Bdot,
gonna lie. I don't
and
know
yours
if Twork would
truly.
have clearly been able to beat Danny
I'm
out
not
there in
saying
Cali.
clearly. I'm not
He
saying
wouldn't have.
clearly.
He wouldn't have.
I've gone.
I'm not saying Danny would have won either. I don't
That's what I'm
really
saying.
Danny
That's what I'm getting at. You not saying Danny about to clearly beat everybody from Jersey.
I'm gonna keep it real though, man. That I don't know about the Jersey shit, man.
Jersey.
I've gone on record.
You know what? I'm gonna run with Florida with this one, man. You got Don Marino.
Right.
You got Loso.
Let me get this out.
You got Loso. You got my verse. Yo, you got Johnny Storm.
Said Johnny Storm.
Oh my God.
Craig Lamar.
I'm going with. I ain't gonna lie, I'm going with Florida on this one, man. I got Florida. Got the best starting five, B.
If you giving the West though, you got to give us a region. So if we doing Southern though, it'll be myself. It'll be Chef Trez.
No. Because as a South, y'all mad big. We going Jersey's a region.
What?
New York
The West
a region.
is mad
Yeah,
big.
the West is.
Cali itself is like
The
a
West
whole
is
region.
not mad big because all you got is Cali.
No, because
Are you kidding me?
Phoenix.
There's 4 different cities in
Yeah,
Cali.
he's from Arizona.
One nigga from another state. Who else? There's
Who else?
nobody
Hold on,
else
wait,
from
let me
nowhere
think. Let me
else.
think.
There's other niggas.
Wait,
That's a
ain't
fact.
Danny
And
Myers
Kennedy
from?
is from Utah.
You didn't say Kennedy though.
Yeah, we
He's
did.
from the
We
West
did.
though. You gotta,
Let my
gotta
man
count that man.
Let my man orchestrate. Let
She
my
too
man
hype. She too hype.
Let my man orchestrate.
Joyzy.
Yo, hold on,
What's the
hold
next
on.
question?
Hold on, man. Let me.
Joyzy.
Let that man talk about him and Twork, man. My bad.
Joyzy.
I definitely want to hear about this before we wrap things up.
Joyzy.
I've gone on record saying this, so I'm not gonna double back on it. I think Twork's a tough match for you, to be honest, bro.
Really?
He
think
knows
so.
Twork's a tough match for
Wait,
him.
why do y'all
And
think
I
that?
campaigned for that. You saw
Word.
I campaigned for it
That's
months ago.
right.
I'm campaigning for it.
I was campaigning for it before everybody started talking about it
That's right.
recently.
Also, Twork was giving you a little bit problems on Twitter that day. I saw that.
Me?
Not,
or
not
Saga?
even, not even because of that. I just think that's a tough matchup for him.
That-
but
no,
I
you
think
was-
It won't be. That would be.
Yeah.
Look, y'all. I don't know. You know what y'all problem is? Y'all really think, and I'm gonna be honest, Jazz. Like you, my homegirl, but you a prisoner of this one truth. Y'all looking at a size of a dude and thinking, yo, he's gonna like. That's not gonna matter.
What are you talking about?
That's what you thinking.
Did we not talk about Twork and JC? And I ain't taking into fact of his size, and you did?
Bdot was really saying that, but
You
I was
want-
kind of like in the
you
You
want me
was
to be
siding
real?
with
Right.
Bdot.
You want me to
That's
be real?
true.
How I feel
That's
about
true.
I
that?
don't care about the size of him.
Right.
You want me to be real about how I feel about you and Twork?
Let me hear
Talk
it.
to me.
Let me hear it.
Not gonna lie, I don't really care to see it.
I do.
Nah,
Okay.
that's a fire match.
To me, I don't.
You
Really,
one of the very
At first,
few though.
before
It's
him
two of
and
my
before him and
favorites.
Twork were going back and forth, him and Ryder went back and forth a lot. I like that matchup. So like I've seen like Ryder's like performances wasn't like explosive yet. Loso kind of like passed the curve, and now him and Twork are in the run-ins.
Twork, I don't know. I don't want to see that match. I'm not saying it's not gonna be a dope match. I'm not excited.
Y'all think for the- wait,
Y'all
y'all think-
Born would say that.
Wait, Jazz. You think for the new wave, right? When we talking about like who came in at the same time, not just in URL. I'm just talking about in battle rap.
In battle
general.
rap in general.
Twork, Loso, Bdot, and Geechi. You think Twork is clearly ahead of us?
No.
I think they're all. I think you're all in the same bunch.
And y'all all
And-
are stars.
I'm gonna keep it real.
I love that.
I
love that.
I think Twork right now is the most popular out the four.
We know that for a fact.
That's
No,
what he
we
asked,
don't.
though. That's what he
We
asked.
don't.
He's the only one on URL
He's the most.
consistently.
He's the most.
That's what y'all
popular.
basing it off on?
He's the one
No.
seen the most. He's the
Listen to
one
what I
seen the
just said.
most.
Listen to what I just
Popular.
said.
He said
Twork
popular.
right now is the most popular out of you four.
But that's a fact. You know that for
Put
a
it this way.
fact.
Put it this way.
But
Twork does a battle off URL,
Yes, he does.
and Loso, and when he does, it doesn't even do half the views that my battle would do off of URL.
Because the battles that
Any
you're doing
platform.
off of URL
All right,
is
let's not.
big leagues.
Can we
that
not?
he-
Can we not? Don't do that. Don't
What?
do that.
See, I don't wanna talk.
Yeah, the battles off.
Talk.
Yo, listen.
I'm
the
here.
Listen,
You know
listen.
what
The
he about- you know
battles
what I'm about
the
to say.
battles you did off your league was RBE,
Exactly.
bullpen.
Right.
Twork
But it
is
wasn't-
battling that Star Fire Battle League in fucking Tennessee.
Wait,
Nigga,
this is
that
what I'm
shit
talking.
don't. That, of
Hold on,
course, that
time
shit
out.
ain't gonna get no
That's a
views.
fact.
Time out. But this is the thing though. If
you
he
battled out there,
supposedly,
you would get the same type of views.
He would get
nah,
less.
I would. What?
You probably would get less.
Yo, on any
Drake wouldn't watch it.
Drake's not
That's
watching
just a
Twerks.
shot. That's just. I'm just fucking.
Yeah, he's watching his volume battles. This is what I'm getting at.
Right,
That was a quick
Look,
shot.
look,
That was
look.
a little shot.
Thank you.
Hold on,
Thank
hold
you.
on,
Look, she says
hold on. Let him get this off.
Look, yeah, he's watching the volume battle.
Right.
If we talking about his look, he's doing what 15,000, bro. I can easily pass that on any league, bro. I don't care what the subscribers are.
I don't think so.
Yes, bro. You want to know why? Because I did the groundwork myself, and Twork did. Before Twork jumped to URL, he had been battling. You knew who he was?
But it don't matter. Now URL has.
You was at his first. You was at that red-handed battle, right?
But Loso, Loso, I agree with you. I hear what you're saying. You saying that you worked hard to show your views is your views, his views is URL. I get that. With that being said, URL has got him to the point where, you know what I'm saying, he's the most popular nigga right now out of the group. He is. You can't be mad about that. Don't look at me
because you know I'm agree with
it's
that.
It's the facts.
Can you
what?
There's no. All right. Born spoke
over
on
Geechi, Bdot, and Loso.
Twork is the
There's
big.
people that know who Twork is and don't know none of y'all.
Twork. I'm not gonna lie. Twork is the hottest nigga out of y'all four.
Most popular.
That's hottest.
He's the hottest, most popular.
You really gonna say the hottest though?
But you see him the most. You see him the most.
All right, but that's the reason. That's what I'm saying.
You're in my top 5 along with Twork.
You got him in your top 5 already?
Loso number 5. What you mean already? I've been watching him for years.
Bet.
Which is 2 years, but thank you, Jazz.
I've been watching him for years.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, Born.
Nice,
Don't do that.
I don't know if he's top
Born.
In my personal
Jazz.
favorites,
Jazz.
he's in my top.
Jazz, check this out. Born. Put it this way. All right, what's a credible battle of the year list? Champion. We're gonna look at Champion.
Okay.
At the end of when Champion does their Champion of the Year list, where do you think Loso and Twork's gonna be at?
It's gonna be high. It better be high.
On paper, it could be really high.
What do you think? Just from what you're hearing.
You're the type of battler I like. You're an angle battler. Angles are fire. And you got bars. Twork is not an angler, but he has bars. That battle, and both of y'all got the energy. That battle has the potential to be a great battle. It just all depends on who really comes.
That's such a weird matchup to me.
No, they'll have a conversation.
I want to see it because they like both pop. I don't know. I don't.
Yes, that's why
I'm not excited about that.
It's deeper than the popularity.
I'm not really excited about that.
Twork always taking shots though.
Don't get it wrong. I'm not saying it's not going to be a fire battle. I'm just. I
can see exactly where you're coming from because Loso versus Twork doesn't make any sense. It doesn't from anything, from history, from anything. They just recently started doing the Twitter shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But before the Twitter shit, I wanted to see that battle because I love the energy that both of them bring. They're both smart. They both have bars. The only thing Los does that Twork doesn't is angles.
Is it too soon?
No, it's not too soon. It's the perfect time. That's a problem with battle rap. They wait. They like to wait. And then they be like, oh, well, it's too late now. Like Nitty and Tay-Rock. That battle should have happened way before it did. And then what happened? Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, Loso and Twork is the perfect time. This year, it don't got to be tomorrow. It don't got to be next month. But this year is the perfect time. They're both about the same time, fairly new, 2 years, maybe 2.5 years. Y'all been around. Y'all battled. Y'all vets. Y'all know y'all way around.
And y'all both been on the big stage.
You know, somebody like Bdot and Geechi Gotti, they haven't battled the top tier vets. They haven't.
Yeah,
so they don't know their. Well, Bdot battled Daylight.
Yeah, but I agree with her though.
Nah, Bdot battle Averb too.
No,
and Cortez. He's battle vets.
But I agree with Jazz though because
the Averb you got me on that. The Averb you got me.
I agree with Jazz though because if Twork is like the top out of y'all four, you like right there behind them.
You're right under him.
Then comes Geechi and Bdot like under y'all.
Bdot, no, it's Bdot and then Geechi. And the only reason Geechi is under Bdot because Geechi don't got nobody on his resume.
The only person he got on his resume is Av.
Born.
I thought you were gonna say Tech 9, but Av is new too.
Yeah.
Born. Bdot.
Av is about 3 years
Bdot,
in.
Loso
on URL.
He is 3 years in, but Av resume solidifies him as a name for Geechi. He done battle clips.
But I'm
nigga done
about,
battle. His resume.
What you talking about?
But I'm talking about niggas that not we, because you came before me. But I'm talking about the prime of battle rap.
Yeah.
You got the Averbs.
Yeah.
You got the JCs, and Twork battled them. You got him. He battled Bdot. Although Bdot is new, but Bdot gets a lot of respect. He battled Daylight. He battled JC. DNA, my nigga.
Geechi just battled JC.
Oh, he did.
Like, you can't. Like, that's what I'm saying.
And got a champion of the night off that
shit. He did.
What you were saying about
Geechi kind of popping.
So I wanted to know about the
Twork
situation for the most
saying
part.
The three. You was gonna tell Newborn.
Oh yeah, so Bdot, Twork, and Loso all skipped like the PGs in the sense where like their PGs were on the main stage card.
Twork didn't skip the PG.
Well, he did, but he was one of the first proving grounds that did it on a stage instead of the regular. Honeycomb
Nah, there was
Hideout.
mad PGs that did that, but I'm gonna hold it down. But I
like-
know what you mean.
Like who?
I'm gonna hold it down.
Well, I'm gonna keep it real though. Born Legacy is a smaller card than
Twork had a trailer for his Proving Ground.
No, but
Because
listen,
he was fire. He did that himself.
But
What
listen,
I'm saying- but-
Born Legacy,
Yeah.
because that was his first major card, right? Born Legacy.
Yeah.
That was his first
All
URL
right.
battle.
That particular Born Legacy is smaller than what him and Geechi did.
Him and
Bdot
yeah.
did, yeah.
That event had a bunch of PGs on it. It was just a matter of the
Yeah,
days.
I
That card was
Yeah.
like 20 battles, and
You
it
gotta
was
understand,
split.
Born
It
Legacy,
was a two-day
Born
weekend.
Legacy,
I remember,
Two-day
yeah.
Born
weekend.
Legacy before what it is now was
But
a
that-
PG
but-
kind of
but
That was
situation.
the first.
but that
was
paved
the
the
second
way.
Born Legacy.
That paved the way.
It was a PG kind of situation.
Yeah.
Now Born Legacy is like one of them type of cards. But back at that time,
Yeah.
I can't say that was no big stage. Like
But
it wasn't
but
a known.
but Traffic 3,
know what I
Gnome
mean?
8, those are big rooms. Those are big stages.
Twork been on every card since he battled on URL.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but Twork is kind of like I think he's overexerting himself a little bit. I think he battles
I
a lot, way too much.
I think he battles a lot, but I also feel like when he battles on URL, he does what he got to do, so it shouldn't make a difference.
Can you say that?
Yes,
I mean,
I can.
he chokes on URL and stuff. I don't know. I can't agree with that.
He's still good on the
See,
URL.
and that's the problem.
He's still
See,
good.
This is the problem. You see what Jazz is saying? This is the problem why niggas like Twork can go up there and do that type of shit because people will say, "Oh, but he's still good."
He was still good when he choked.
But that's not. You can't give him credit for that. You can't say, "Oh, you're good. You choke, but we don't care." You can't say that.
Yes, I can.
All right, bet. Say no more.
You can say whatever you want in battle rap.
because he choked.
I'm just saying.
He choked, but he was still good.
Loso just battled on Gnome and 3 complete rounds, no chokes, no mess ups, nothing.
And the crowd's
Nothing.
going crazy.
Right,
Nothing.
right.
But then
Chan 3
he
on.
battles in a small room. Loso Twork battles Verb in a small room and chokes in the first round.
I was disappointed.
But this is what I'm saying. Like you gotta like
Yeah.
niggas like Twork. The reason why Twork is doing all these battles and going up there, and I'm not saying that he don't be coming with bars because he do, but the reason why he come up there and be fucking up battles is because people be like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's Twork.
He's
And that-
good.
I don't think
he's
but-
good enough to do it.
But
It's
that's
fucked
There
up.
shouldn't be
That's
no such
terrible.
It's
thing.
fucked up.
That's
It's
You
fucked
that's
up.
not
You
good.
sweeping it under the rug.
That's not good.
You shouldn't sweep it under the rug.
Nah, you know what I think?
Twork literally choked like what 3 battles in a row
You know
now?
what?
That's
you know what?
crazy.
But you know what else I think it is though? It's the fact that he's the biggest thing that came in like 4 years, dog.
Yeah.
That's all we got to hold on to.
He
But,
ba-
but,
I-
but he's not
personally-
alone now. That's the thing. He's not alone
On
now.
URL. I'm talking about URL.
But all of them on URL now. He just
They're all
got
on URL.
he
Geechi's
just
on
got on
URL.
URL 2 months
But
ago.
but he's
Not
there.
even 1 month ago.
But he's there.
We can't count that. I'm
Facts.
talking about the past whatever battles
Jazz-
Twork was choking on, right?
He just choked his last 3. What you mean whatever
Right, no,
battle?
I'm
He just
saying-
choked,
I'm
he choked
saying.
versus who was he? He
Did he
choked
choke
Cortez
versus
and
Suge?
Mikey.
Did he
Choked
choke versus
versus
Suge?
Wavy.
Did he choke versus
Hold
Suge?
on, hold on. Let's get it together.
Choke versus Wavy.
Let's get it together.
He choked versus Wavy.
Right.
Choke versus Verb is his biggest battle.
Okay.
Choke
So look-
versus Verb. That's crazy.
But look,
He may not have choked versus
He's
Suge, but I
the-
heard he did kind of
he's
like
the
fuck up a
best
little
thing
bit.
we got on URL
Let me-
in years.
I see what Jazz saying too, though.
I'm gonna go with
So
Geechi.
we're holding
I think
on to
Geechi's
that.
the best. I like Geechi more.
Okay,
I
that's
like
fine.
Twork,
No,
but
that's
I think
fine.
Geechi's
No,
the
you
biggest.
can like Geechi more, but Twork is the best
But
thing.
you know what's
what's
the beautiful thing about this?
Geechi came
Hold
after
on.
Twork.
Jazz, not to cut you off, the greatest thing about it is that now there's a debate again where you can argue Loso's the best, Bdot's the best, Geechi's the best, Twork's the best. Now we have new stars again.
That's a fact.
That's the
All
best
four
thing
of them
about
are
it.
Stars.
No, but that's I
It's
will.
hard to
I
get
agree. I
stars.
agree. I will say this. The newest class of new battlers, and not just them 4, but like just all of them in general. I like them. I think they all really good. You know
I
what
fuck
mean?
with Stewie Newton.
Stewie Newton's good. I like Holmesy. He's nice. Like I like
Holmesy
this.
fire.
I like this new group. I'm gonna keep it real. I like them. And all of them have like a really big fan base. All that like niggas even like Joe.
A-Ward.
Joe not one of my favorites.
Facts. A-Ward.
A-Word too, of course. But that's why
I think he's the next guy to do a PG on a bigger stage. I think.
Yeah, no, he'll be coming soon. And Joe, niggas like Joe. You know what I mean? This class is good. I fuck with them. You know what I mean? Compared to the other
It's hard
class.
to find stars. Like
Right.
before this past year,
Right.
we ain't have nobody really.
Nah, it was quiet. Every time at PG class,
Everybody was we already knew. Like,
No, but here's the thing. Every time a battler came out that was like on par to become a
They
star,
fucked up.
they will fuck it up.
Yep.
These niggas is actually taking it to the next level.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's a
mean?
fact.
Like he got on Gnome, he ain't go up there and fuck up and look crazy. Like he took that shit to the next level. That's
Loso ain't never fucked up and look crazy though.
He can't, but you know what's crazy? He can't afford to.
No,
that's what's crazy.
No, he can't.
Same thing with Geechi. But same thing with Geechi.
You know why he can't? I'm going to tell you why Loso can't afford to do that. Because niggas already down him. Because his first URL battle was last month. If he ain't never did URL and he ever fucked up anywhere, he got to do a PG.
Yeah.
No, that's why he got to do a PG.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Like
yo,
him,
URL,
Geechi, Bdot, none of them, all of them got their shots, and they took them shits and did not.
Yeah,
that's
I haven't
crazy.
seen a bad showing from them.
We haven't seen a star like up and comer do that in a while. Yeah. Chess get a shot and he's fucking up in the battle.
Yo, URL was texting me before when we already had locked in the Gnome.
Yeah,
I had money bags and I had daylight.
Yeah,
they was like, yo, don't mess this up. Like you gonna finish those, but don't look bad. So when I had to do daylight, it was like, all right, bet. Don't look bad against money bags. You know what I'm saying? Like they literally was like trying to let me know, this Gnome situation might not go as you. Yeah. Boom, took care of that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they was even waiting on it. Even so, put it this way: Street Hymns went and did his PG. You know what I'm saying? And didn't do as well as what everyone had assumed he would have. And literally, I got pulled to the side by URL staff. I won't say any names. They pulled me to the side. I was like, "We told you it was different." I looked at it, I was like, "There's nothing different about this room."
Right.
I said, if I would have done that room, if I would have done the Survivor Series that Newborn was on, they would have been eating out of my hand the whole night. Like I knew what to do. You know what I'm saying? So like if you put me on the Gnome stage and I froze up, then because I've never been in front of a crowd like that, at least for battle rap. You know what I'm saying? But when I did what I did, I remember I looked at the dudes who was pulling me aside, and I told them in the middle of my rounds, I was like, I told you in the middle of my round. But that's true. Like they was waiting. They're literally at the brink of like. Hey,
and it wasn't just them; it was fans. Like this fans, as many fans that fuck with Loso is fans that don't feel like he deserves the URL shit. Like I've seen it, so they're waiting for him. Like, nah, Loso don't deserve this. He should be on the PGs, and he shouldn't be on Gnome. Like, I already knew what was up. You feel me? But it's people that's just waiting for somebody like him to mess up.
Nah, I agree. We're definitely coming close to an end, and we got about 5 minutes. So I definitely wanted to get to the answer of what do you think about what Twork was saying.
All right.
We kind of like went a whole different way with it. But when Twork was talking about Christian battle rappers as a whole, I felt like the Saga wasn't the guy to be there for that argument because he kind of played into Twork's hand with the argument. What did you think about the whole thing?
The conversation that they had?
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I don't know how that maybe that might have just came upon Saga to a point where he just wasn't prepared to answer it the way he was. He was questioning Twork back, but obviously it looked like Twork had the upper hand in the conversation. For me, obviously I would have been answering a different way and asking him a couple of different questions. I just think, first of all, Twork to me is the wrong person to be questioning anybody's content. Like I'm looking at him like, yo, you just told us that you grew up in the church. Your mother's a pastor, right? So I know for a fact you wasn't rolling around doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? You was in vacation Bible school. I was in the hood. You wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like for you to go up there and say Loso can't do X, Y, and Z in battle rap. We talking battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like you ask the battle rappers that I do life with. You ask the bullpen battle rappers that they call me on a daily when they in jail. I'm sending money to this. Like I'm doing life with these dudes, making sure that they straight and they want to talk on their phone because they having issues with their family and stuff like that. Like you ask them who's really real. You know what I'm saying? You ask them if they care about Loso doing imaginary gunballs or not. Like that's secondary. We know that this entertainment. I would have told like Twork, you and Suge are best friends, and you told him for 9 minutes straight how you were gonna kill him. You wouldn't lift a finger at Twork.
So what you're saying is the contradiction goes both ways.
The contradiction is not going both ways because I know it this way. It's entertainment at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is like, granted, this is the thing. If I'm using a gun bar in my battle, right? Which I'll be honest. Now Cortez, like I'm bringing him up again, big homie, he pulled me aside. He said, Loso, I don't think you should do that imaginary gun bar segment. That's why if you look at it, I haven't done it in a minute. I actually brought it back for the first time against Daylight, and I'll never do it again. It didn't even land the way it was supposed to against Daylight. But after that though, since money bags, I didn't use any. I used the gun bar though. I did use a gun bar against Scotty.
Yeah.
But it was when it came into my mind, it was so fire and it landed. It was the biggest haymaker one of the biggest haymakers of the night. You know what I'm saying? When I did the Mike Jones joint in Houston, I was like, like, yo, I ain't gonna pass up on this. And I didn't even preface it with like, yo, I'm just playing around, guys. Nah, I was like, cause it was coming off a little corny at the time. And so at one point it was a little fire, but after that it was just like, eyes dried out. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So when I did it, it landed perfectly. What I'm getting to Twork though is just like, bro, don't take it down that lane. Now, me and him, whenever we do battle, you right. I do have angles, and I'm definitely gonna have a conversation with him, and he's gonna have to have a conversation with me back.
That's what I want
if it's even gonna look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That's why when people tell me like, yo, Twork ain't what you like, I laugh at that because like I see holes in certain battle rappers, and I'm like, yo, this is going to be easy. This is going to be easy. What's tough for me are dudes like you gonna think this is shocking. Newborn would have been a tough match. I'm gonna tell you why.
I agree.
Although I'm picking him apart, Newborns is a puncher where he's like he's not trying to angle me. He's not trying to like break down my career. He's punching through everything to the point, kind of like Rum Nitty and Iron Solomon. Iron Solomon is angling and out rapping Rum Nitty for 9 straight minutes. Rum Nitty's coming back with haymakers. You know what I'm saying? Jewel's on cam. I really mean it. And people going crazy. And it's like, yo, what? You know what I'm saying? What do you do with that? It's a style clash. Right. That's gonna be a tougher one for me. But if I could have a conversation with a dude, so I heard it. If you ask me who won that argument, obviously it's going to be. It looks like Twork did, but that doesn't mean it was anything valid. You could be wrong and win an argument.
Yeah, we have to do a part 2 to this, man. There's a lot.
Everybody got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. You know what? Maybe I do want to see you versus Twork.
Listen, if you in Twork battle, son, I don't want to hear all about the Bible, son.
At all, and you
I'm not
won't
gonna be understanding what y'all
But
talking about.
This the thing though. The only battle that ever kind of happened in was the Bdot joint. But everybody else though, like if you see, they be talking about the Bible more than me. I be breaking them down. I'm taking on their career and then punching. You know what I'm saying? So
you know what's crazy?
I'm gonna have to pull the Beasley on us and call time.
That's not Beasley. That's Will.
Well, Beasley be calling time on Briz. So I'm going to have to pull the bees on us and call time. But we're going to definitely do a part 2 and chop this up again because there's a lot I want to get into more. And this is a fun conversation with you guys. A lot of different minds bouncing around and everything. It's dope. Thank you, Lee.